We are
I'll
live
call
on the
Ayer Board
air.
of Assessors meeting to order at 3 p.m. on Wednesday, January 27th. All right, did anyone have any changes to the agenda?
No, it looks fine to me. I'd make a motion, we accept the agenda as presented. Hi, Paul.
Okay. Do I have a second on the motion to approve the agenda?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Approved. The agenda's been approved 3-0. Next up, we have the minutes from December 30th.
I read them previously and I thought everything was fine.
I went through them this morning. I didn't have any changes. How about you, Paul?
Same here.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve them then?
So moved.
So we've got a motion to approve them. Can I get a second?
Second the motion.
Let's see, we have a motion on the floor to approve the minutes of December 30th. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Chair says aye. Motion carries.
Aye. Thank you.
I guess it's me, huh, Mr. Chairman? Just want to give you an update on FY 21 tax bills. Last time we met was December 30th, the day before they were mailed. So they've been mailed. No issues with form content or the numbers. The bill is due, third quarter bill is due February 1st, and that's also the appeal deadline. So Jacqueline and I are, any appeal that's filed is stamped, logged in, and put in a folder, and we're going to get to them as quickly as possible. Even though the abatement deadline is Feb 1, we have 3 months from the filing date to act on the applications. We obviously don't take 3 months to act on these, but under statute, that's the time frame you're required to vote on them by. So again, no issues whatsoever with the tax bills. So I just wanted to let you know that everything went pretty good this year. So no complaint. Agenda item 5 is sort of derivative of 4. Every time we send out a bill, we got to have a corresponding warrant, whether it's excise bills, real estate bills, CPA tax, and so forth. So Jacqueline has prepared the FY 21 warrants for the board to approve and sign. This is basically a certification of the amounts that were committed. The first one we have is on page 4. That's the personal property tax warrant for FY 21. And on page 5, I attached the last page of the commitment that shows the total amount of personal property tax committed. It's $4,202,170.42. So that's going to be reflected on the warrant. That's the amount of personal property tax the assessors have committed for this current fiscal year. I think the best thing for me to do would probably go through all the warrants. They're going to require at the end a motion to approve all the warrants, and the board's going to need to sign these at some point. And I think I'll start by I don't know if one of you gentlemen wants to sign your copy, and then we can sort of work it through the grapevine, or I'm looking for suggestions on the easiest way to get 3 signatures on these forms. If you have any ideas.
Well, it strikes me that we've got forms that all 3 of us need to sign going back a ways, minutes and such. So I would rather just do it all in one shot personally instead of, back and forth a couple different times, especially because I'm not in Ayer during the day normally. That said, I'd be happy to go through what I have and put a summary together what I think we need signed. And then I can start the ball and drop it in someone's mailbox.
Sounds good to me.
Right, right. Unless there's a way we can, like before, John, we can find a method that meets all the protocols that you can have sort of come and sign all the documents that you need to sign in one visit, and then I can sort of shepherd them around to the other board members. But I'll think about it. But it's not critical. But you're right, John. Stuff's starting to pile up, and we need to start catching up on our signatures. So, but
And,
we'll figure something out.
Tom, I'm not very mobile this week, so.
Yeah. I mean, we only need 2 board members for most of these. So if it's, once we have 2, whoever 2 it is, I don't think I'm gonna, given the state of the world, I don't know if it's necessary to chase down the 3rd member unless you really want to get your signature on these. But I think in terms of the minutes and that type of thing, it probably makes sense to make an effort to get all 3 board members. But I'll talk to you later about that, Paul. We can work out something where you can sign these. We can get the documents to you also. So sorry about that. It's kind of a reoccurring theme at these meetings about how we're going to manage our signatures. We have folders from each meeting, so it'd just be a case of dropping off the folders and just having the documents that need to be signed and just going through and signing them, and then we shepherd them to the next person to sign them also. So, but in any event, first one was the personal property warrant, and that was for a little over $4.2 million for FY21. On page 6, we have the fiscal year 21 real estate tax warrant. Actually, I'll fix this at the top. It says commercial real estate tax. It just should say real estate tax. So I'll correct that. But on the back, I've got the last page of commitment, and you can look at it if you'd like. But last page of commitment shows residential tax and commercial tax. If you add them both together, you get $21,403,706.68. So that's the total amount of property tax the Board of Assessors committed for fiscal year 2021.
Thomas, if I could interrupt.
Yes, sir.
On your page 7, in
Yes,
the
sir.
total tax, you've got all the listings, one of
Right.
which is the residential real estate. And you said add to it which numbers?
Commercial real estate tax, the $8,397,000.
Oh, okay. And then you
Yeah,
get
you add those both together. The warrant says commercial tax, but it just should say real estate tax. But I'll clean that up and get you a clean copy on that. But so yeah, that's real estate tax. So there's no question about that particular warrant. I'll move to the CPA surcharge, and again, those numbers also come off of page 7. So if you keep that out, you can see where everything's from. The CPA surcharge tax, don't forget it went to 3% this year. And the committed CPA surcharge for FY21 is $642,111.63. So that's a lot more than we usually commit, but again, that's due to the voted town meeting authorizing the increase to 3%. On page 9, Jacqueline prepared the warrant for water and sewer liens. If you remember, unpaid water and sewer bills at the time of third quarter tax billing, if they're unpaid, we get a list from Public Works. That's okay. I've still got the old one. I think they've got the old one, Jacqueline. That's all. Jacqueline just brought out the corrected real estate warrant. We fixed it after it went out to you guys, so we do have it. We do have it done right. In any event, this is, if you look at the bottom, we had sewer liens in the amount of $72,612.22. And water liens of $35,989.86, and the total is $108,602.08 for liens that went on the tax bills. And thank goodness, I think that does it for the warrants. Any questions about the amounts or?
No, none from me. You cleared up my confusion. I didn't realize they're all on the same page initially. That makes a lot more sense.
So it's a lot easier, Mr. Chairman, when we're sitting around the same table to
Yeah.
point that kind of thing out, but we'll get through it.
If no one has any questions, I think we need a motion to approve them as presented with that one edit to the commercial, having that struck out on page 6.
I'll move.
Okay, I think we've got a motion to approve with the word commercial struck out on the top of page 6. Do you want to second that one, Ed?
I second the motion.
All right, we've got the motion in front of us. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Chair says aye. The motion carries. That takes us through page 9, I believe.
That would be through page 10, I guess, John, no?
Yeah, we're on page 10 now. Ed.
Okay. Yep.
Just want to let the board know, we recently received FY20 equalized valuations from the Department of Revenue, well, Division of Local Services now. And these are done every 3 years. And they're used by the state. And I'll just sort of read off of the memo that they send along with the EQVs. These EQVs will be used as a basis of comparison among the 351 municipalities within the Commonwealth for certain state and local purposes. Specifically, EQV is used in the allocation of aid to public libraries, in the calculation of Chapter 70 funding, and in the reimbursement rate of school construction projects. Certain cherry sheet charges also use EQV. In addition, EQV is used in calculating a community's debt limit. So it's of no real use for us as a department and a board. It's something the Department of Revenue uses for those purposes. But what they do is they look at our sales activity and they look at our assessed valuations. And the idea is, you know, if one community is assessing property at 102% of market value and another community is assessing property at 92% of market value, the equalized valuations is a way to standardize those values so they all reflect a ratio of 100% of full and fair cash valuation. So, and they use this formula that's always been a mystery to me, even though I've been in the business for a while. It's where we use medians to determine level of assessment. I think the EQV, they use a lot of means and they have a certain formula that they use. The only thing I do is on page 10, if you look, there's an assessment ratio in the middle column. I just look to confirm that the assessment ratios are within 1 or 2 percentage points of our median assessments, just making sure that, they didn't make some sort of error, or there's something I should question in regards of to the EQV, meaning if my stats show we're 95% of market value on single family homes, and if the EQV came in and said we're 90%, I would call and, question how they came up with that number. But all of these ratios that they have on page 10 are consistent with what I would expect based upon 2020 valuation, which is what these equalized valuations are for. So I don't see any issue with the FY 2020 equalized valuations. So what we usually do is the board, makes a motion to accept the FY 20 equalized valuations, just so we get it in the record.
I'll make a motion that we accept what did you call this, Tom?
It's the
Estimated value?
FY19 report is the fiscal year 2020 equalized valuation for the town.
Okay, that we accept the fiscal year 2020 equalized valuations as presented by the state.
Do you wish to second that one, Paul?
Yes, second.
Okay, so we've got a motion, the second on the floor to approve the equalized valuation report for 20. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, chair says aye, the motion carries.
Thank you. Agenda item 7 is the approval of the assessing department report for the month of December 2020. This is already due, already submitted, provided it to you for your review. Finding any errors, I'll be more careful next time, any typos, but it's been submitted, but generally speaking, the board will take a look at it and motion to approve it and authorize submission to the town manager's office.
I make a motion then that we accept the monthly report for the month of December 2020 and authorize, submission to the
Town manager's office.
town manager's office.
Okay, we've got a motion on the floor. Chair will second Ed's motion. All those in favor to approve the December 2020 monthly assessors report, please say aye.
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 Chair says aye, the motion carries.
Thank you. The assessing department assistant, Jacqueline, has prepared the motor vehicle and trailer excise posted abatement report for the month of December 2020. Jacqueline posted 19 abatements totaling $3,242.26. So if you don't see any issue with the report, a motion to approve the report, and we'll sign it at a later date.
You want a motion on this?
Please.
For approval on the town.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the motor vehicle excise abatement report. Do I have a second on that?
I second the motion.
All those in favor of approving the report as presented, please say aye.
Aye.
Right, motion carries.
Thank you. Under old business, I've just got one item, just to let the board know about it. It has to do with the FY22 budget requests. We've got a Zoom meeting with the selectmen and I believe Finance Committee today at 6 PM. It's sort of a public forum on the budget, so I'll either be, I'll probably be here. If there are any questions about our budget request for FY '22. But if any of you guys interested in tuning in, I think we'll, I can send you the, I don't know if you have, well, I can send you the link if you want to join the discussion, but just updating you on that. And I can't think of any other items of old business that I'm prepared to discuss unless the board has a matter that,
Thomas, has the milling situation been straightened out totally? Is that considered old business?
yeah. I mean, the thing you want to be careful about it is anything that's an active appeal, should be discussed in executive session.
Yes, okay, fine. Good.
So, but I will say that appeal is no longer active, so.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, anything like that, I just think just to be safe ought to be discussed in
Good point.
executive session. I don't have any items of new business. I don't know if the board has any issues they'd like to raise.
No, the only thing I wanted to ask about was the budget, but you already addressed that, Tom, so I'm good.
Yeah. And again, I'm prepared to address any questions they may have and any of our line items for this coming year. The next item I have is an executive session. If you remember, anytime we discuss appeals, abatement applications, CPA exemption applications, statutory exemption applications, chapter land applications, we should be doing so in executive session because those applications are not a public record. So if we introduce them in a public session, it can be problematic. So agenda item 11 is an executive session. I've got some applications I'm prepared to make recommendations to the board on. But first we need to go into executive session.